We don't have to look far for examples of chaos at what used to be relatively sleepy meetings. Take, for instance, this Portland Public School meeting that erupted into chaos over a proposed vaccine requirement.
You're cowards! You are cowards! I will not sit down. I won't comply. You guys are cowards!
Oh boy. Or the Newburgh School Board, where a debate over political symbols in the school divided the town and ended with the resignation of half the school board.
And what I have experienced on this board for the last 3 years has brought back far too many personal memories of abuse. Colleagues telling me that their atrocious and abusive behavior was in fact my fault, that the name calling, the sexism, and the outright disrespect were my fault.
And this is not just in Oregon, it's happening across the country. Take this meeting in Idaho where police had to stop angry people at the door. We've seen superintendents resign, several of them were fired. We've talked to school board members who say they don't feel safe in their own communities anymore. And as Christine Pitawanich reports, some parents are now feeling unsafe after what happened this week at a Salem-Keizer school board meeting.
Good evening. Today is Tuesday, August 9th.
The Salem-Keizer school board meeting Tuesday night started like any other, but quickly became heated as people brought up hot-button topics like school resource officers, concealed carrying guns on campus, and LGBTQIA+ issues.
And have built friendships with many other parents within the district. We all share very similar concerns about the materials being made available to our students in the district. From the Stamped for Kids book available at all elementary schools that breeds division and hate through spreading false and manipulated history, to the genderqueer memoir that is nothing short of cartoon pornography.
Some in the audience felt those concerns were hate speech.
Okay, hey, if we're gonna have yelling, we're gonna ask you to be removed.
They were yelling at her that she was a white supremacist and a racist, and nobody was asked to leave, and it just continued. It was just craziness.
We spoke over the phone with a parent who was at that meeting. She was so uncomfortable with how the meeting unfolded that she felt unsafe being on camera or sharing her name publicly. She says after the meeting, people with the group LUS, Latinos Unidos Siempre, a youth activist group also known as LUS, followed her and others to their cars.
And we're taking pictures of our license plates. It was just really scary and just nothing that I've ever experienced before.
Audience, stop the back and forth.
In the board meeting, people with LUS said they didn't feel safe saying their last names on the record.
And I refuse to say any more information about myself due to the very noticeable and visible white supremacy here at this moment.
Hello, my name is Angelique, and my pronouns are they, them, and I will not be saying any more information about myself due to the fact that there are white supremacists on this school board and watching this meeting. When we come here to talk about these legitimate issues of hate speech, it is not divisive speech. We are talking about our realities as students and youth in this district.
Students and parents with LUS spoke about the experiences of BIPOC students, from interactions with police to LGBTQIA+ issues. We sent messages to the email addresses on the website and tried calling as well. Talked to someone, but haven't received a call back. Meantime, the board chair, Ashley Carson-Cottingham, said a number of groups were represented at the meeting, and the board tries to make sure people feel safe and heard.
We know there are a lot of divergent views in our community, especially around race and our students identifying as LGBTQIA+. And so I think what the board tries to do is welcome as many perspectives as possible.
She says after Tuesday's board meeting and every board meeting, there is a review.
We will be reviewing everything that we learn about what happened Tuesday night and try to come up with solutions to make sure that the next meeting is better and the one beyond that is even better.
But at this point, it may be too late for some parents who are wary of coming back.
I don't know if I want to go back to a meeting again, to be honest.
Christine Pitawanich is here with us now. Christine, you've covered education and these type of incidents many times before. What made this one stand out?
Well, Pat, I think it's just that it's been quiet, right? It's the summertime, but now we're about to start school, and all of a sudden we hear about this event, at the school board meeting. But that one parent that I did speak to over the phone, she told me this is her second meeting that she's attended in person, and she says she has a trans child. Half her family is Hispanic. So she says she wants really a lot of the same things as a number of those groups attending, but because she wanted more discipline at school because her child was being bullied, she was lumped into that group that was getting called racist and white supremacist.
Now, it almost feels like there's bullying going on at that meeting. I heard a couple of board members were singled out as well.
Yeah, Marty Hayen was called transphobic. Danielle Bethel, who is also a Marion County Commissioner, was called a white supremacist. We reached out to the both of them. Hayen said the false accusations made by this group monthly for years now take time and energy away from what we should be doing, supporting all the children and families we serve. Bethel also sent a statement saying, in part, our board should model constructive dialogue for our community, showing how we can have differences and still treated others with respect. The mere fact that name calling is allowed when one does not agree on policy with another is not helpful.
Yeah, tough times. All right. Thank you, Christine. Appreciate it.